Three, what's going on with you, my man? Thank you for listening right now, my man or my lady, because there might be a lady listening to this right now. My name is JT. You are now looking at the beautiful face of JT Sovereign, and we are now going to discuss. Yes, I had hit him with the Timmy. We are now going to discuss my review of the Santa Clarita Diet, the show that just came out on Netflix a few days ago. I just finished binge watching the whole season of the show, and now I'm going to take the time to give you my review, giving you my opinion about the show. So, if you haven't seen the show yet, I'm just going to run it back for you. It's a story about this woman, lovely wife. She's a realtor. Her and her husband are realtors. They live in a nice suburb in Santa Clarita, California. Shout out to Santa Clarita, California. You know, I just want to put myself in the back and just take pride in being from California, just knowing that all the best shows that you have on TV are filmed in California. That's how raw California is. We got the best shows, the best actors, the best blondes, the best beaches, the best Brazilians, the best cafes. You know, we got everything. So let me just give a plug for California. But anyway, if you're not familiar with the show, it's this woman. She ends up, for lack of a better term, she ends up losing her shit. She ends up going fucking batshit crazy. Not batshit crazy, but she becomes a zombie. And in the process of becoming a zombie, she ends up craving human flesh. At first, her husband is adverse to it, but then her husband actually ends up being her partner in crime as they go and actually get bodies and kill people for her to feed on. And doing that through a series of events, through a series of wacky plots. You know, a lot of little stuff happens. They actually end up killing a drug dealer who ends up coming back as a zombie, ends up becoming a black country rock star. Like, it's just a lot of weird stuff. It's a very wacky little show. Me personally, my personal opinion about it, and if you haven't seen the show, you know, this makes it even more important that you're talking to me right now, because I'm actually going to be the person who's going to give you your first recommendation on if you should see it or not. Me personally, I think that you should see the show. I think that you should see the show. I think it's a very, very entertaining show. I actually laughed from a good, healthy spot watching the show. I liked it because it was creative. It was very creative. You could tell that when the screenplay writer was writing this, he was thinking, you know what am I gonna bring? What am I gonna bring to this? Ain't nobody else fucking got. But I can tell when the screenplay writer was writing the show, when he was writing the dialogue, when he was writing little puns and jokes that people were gonna say. Because even though it's a zombie show, it's kind of like a comedy, horror comedy in a sense, like. Because they are eating people. And let me just tell you right now, they do crack a lot of jokes in the show, but there are some gory scenes. So I advise you, don't watch this show eating if you have a weak constitution. Don't watch the show if you just got done eating. You know, this is the terrible post-dinner date with my babe type of thing. I wouldn't even watch this show eating popcorn. I wouldn't even do it like that. But I like the show because it's creative. I think it was very creative. I think the ideas that they brought to the plot, I think everything they brought to the plot was very creative. I like the acting. The acting in the show was superb. I can't, and I'm very critical of actors in general. I'm very critical of actors in the show because, in my opinion, when I see an actor in the show, I want him to convey that character perfectly. I want him to convey that character. I want to be able to visualize this person actually being that person. I want to be able to visualize this show actually being a real event that took place. So, when I watched the show, I thought it was really great. I thought it was a great show. I think it was a very great show. I think you would enjoy it. The acting was superb. The plots were great. The dialogue was cool. And even though I liked the show because it took a different spin on somebody becoming a zombie. Like, it took a different point of view on what it would be like to become a zombie. And also added the aspect of how far would your loved one go for you if you ended up becoming a zombie. And so I'm going to end this live vlog, which, by the way, I'm recording this live right now. That's why it says live. I'm going to end this live vlog with asking you this question. Let's say, for example, your beloved, your babe, your boo ended up becoming a zombie. She turned pale, started having a craving for flesh and everything like that. She had to eat people on a regular basis. My final question to you is this. How far would you go? How far would you go? Well, first off, I guess not even that. How far would you go? How much would you tolerate of her? Like, say, for example, would you be able to put up with her eating people on a regular basis? Would you be able to put up with her only eating people forever? Would you be able to go do like this dude was doing in this TV show and actually going to kill the people that she needed to eat, hiding them in an ice chest in the garage, and then cooking them and watching as she actually took pieces off of them and ate them in the bed? Would you be able to tolerate that? Let's say your babe, your boo came back home right now and was like, babe, I'm a zombie, I gotta eat people. Would you be able to tolerate that and still be in a relationship with them? Tell me. And I only want the people, I preferably want the people who are in relationships right now to give me their opinion about that. I want to hear what you guys got to say. So, with that being said, I'm going to end this live vlog. This is JT with the People's Paradise Vlogcast. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being a part of the family. And with that being said, I hope you tune in a minute because I'm going to record another video. And I also I highly recommend that you press that subscribe button. Please, toca means touch in Portuguese. Please smash that subscribe button because once you smash the subscribe button, when I record these live vlogcasts, you'll be able to see me live and actually comment and talk to me live and have a conversation with me live as I'm recording them. So, do it. And so with that being said, my name is JT. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for being part of the family. This has been fun on the People's Paradise Podcast.